Do you know when you have to file your GST HST return? Many business owners struggle with concepts around GST HST filing periods. It's a bit like speaking a foreign language. This video will help you understand the basics. What are filing periods? The first term we should get better acquainted with is filing periods. A filing period is the length of time that you will need to calculate your GST HST balance within. For example, January to December is known as the filing period for an annual return with a December year end. A GST HST return is calculated from invoices and expenses dated within this January to December period. Filing periods can have different lengths. A monthly filing period is from the first day of any month to the last day. An example is January 1st to January 31st. A quarterly filing period is from the first day of any 3-month period to the last day of any 3-month period. An example is January 1st to March 31st. Now that we know what filing periods are, what are the filing deadlines? GST HST deadlines catch many business owners off guard because they relate to the filing period rather than one universal date. Monthly and quarterly GST HST filers only have 1 month to prepare, e-file, and pay for their GST HST returns before late penalties kick in. For example, a January filing period must have their GST HST e-filed and paid before February 28th, or penalties kick in. Corporations that are annual filers have a bit longer with a 3-month window. For example, a January to December 31st filing period will have until March 31st. Sole proprietors who are annual GST HST filers are treated a bit differently. Their January to December GST HST filing period must be paid by April 30th, but they don't have to prepare and submit their official GST HST return until June 15th, after which time late filing penalties kick in. Yes, this is confusing and seems a bit backwards. To meet your GST HST filing deadline for April 30th, you can either prepare your return early or submit a payment to cover your estimated amount owing. Overpayments can be refunded by the CRA, so make a generous guess if you choose the second option. If you miss the April 30th payment deadline, CRA will charge you interest on unpaid amounts once you file your return. Managing these GST HST deadlines is a reality and a burden that business owners face. My best tip to make managing these deadlines easier is to keep your bookkeeping up to date. Missing GST HST deadlines can significantly increase your audit risk and cost unnecessary penalties and fees. So make your bookkeeping a habit. Deadlines can sneak up fast and you don't want your bookkeeping getting in the way. What are your options? Now that we understand GST HST filing periods and deadlines, what are your options as a business owner? Well, the CRA allows you to choose your reporting period if your sales are under a certain threshold. Business owners with sales under 1.5 million can choose any reporting option, whether that is monthly, quarterly, or annual filings. As sales increase, your filing options go down, and you must file more frequently. Business owners with sales under 6 million can still choose monthly or quarterly options, but those with sales over 6 million must file monthly. CRA imposes one further restriction. Although a company may choose to annually file their return, if you owe over $3,000 in GST HST, then the CRA will require installment payments based on your last return. Again, this is the case of the money being required before the actual return is filed. So now that we know what your options are, which should you choose? Well, this depends on a few things. Number 1, how much GST HST do you want to pay at one time? An annual bill can be a bit shocking, and some business owners would rather chunk down the payments into a monthly or quarterly amount. Number 2, how organized are you? Or how organized do you want to be? Those business owners who instill good habits of regular bookkeeping can benefit from monthly reporting because it allows for consistency. Number 3, Will you be seeking professional help? If yes, how often? When will you be seeing your bookkeeper or accountant? Once a month, once a year, once every 3 months? Keeping this in mind will help reduce penalties. And number 4, will you owe installment payments because your estimated GST/HST bill will be over $3,000? If so, then consider choosing monthly or quarterly to avoid the need to make installment payments. Keeping these considerations in mind when picking your GST/HST filing period can make your life as a business owner easier. Now, if you previously registered for GST/HST and aren't sure what your filing periods or deadlines are, then check on some mail. The dates are often listed on CRA communications around GST/HST. Or sign up for a CRA My Business account and check your filing periods online. And yes, you can change a GST/HST filing period. I put the instructions for changing this, along with a summary of today's discussion, in our Quick Action GST/HST handout available on our website. Okay, that is all I have for today on filing periods and deadlines. I hope you found this video helpful. Bye for now.